All right. Oh, so Cal, how has your week been? I know you've had some very life-changing events.
Yeah, doing pretty well. So that kit that I did too, I think I mentioned last week was July 4th.
Yep.
Presented something to my girlfriend, who's now my fiance too. And that build was pretty good. So I did a cherry blossom build with a Nobel and also Nobel Gundam and a custom burning Gundam. You can find that on my Instagram on Kal the Otaku, and you can see what I did too. There are also kind of recordings and also how I did the base too.
Yep. Yeah, actually, yeah, send me that image as well. I'll definitely post it up here. Probably either in the post-production or later down the road. But hey, made it. I made it through another week. Mecha Break came out. And yeah, the game is a hit with a few slight hiccups here and there, but overall the game has been amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
I heard a lot from you like recently too about that. I remember correctly, you were hanging out with a couple of people you were playing with the Mecha Break until like maybe 4 a.m. in the morning during release.
oh, yeah, I think I clocked in almost 10 hours a day.
You need some sort of intervention. You know that, Nix, right?
Nope, no, no. Actually, the thing is though, because I clocked in almost 10 hours a day, I actually am hitting a sort of ceiling in content. So I'm like, okay, before I burn out everything that's great about this game, let's start pacing. And that's actually what today's gonna be. I'm gonna be productive and do other things. But I will be playing Mecha Break here and there, of course, on stream, probably today. So, and today is Sunday, so if you are watching this, I am streaming usually on the weekends. So Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes it's both days, sometimes or depending on my schedule. Because during the weekdays, it's mostly, I got my own thing going. So, yeah.
Hey, I don't have that sort of problems because I can just post anytime on Instagram and it's still fine.
Yeah, and yeah, I unlocked the lounge slash bar slash dancing pole. So that's a fun interaction. And yes, you can invite up to 5 friends into your hangar, and you can all just hang out in there. And
That,
yeah.
that's a problem, man. Looking at it, like this is like borderline H game, or I'm not sure you can say this on YouTube, borderline hentai at this point, where you're inviting 4 of your other boys, watch you dance on the what is it, the stripper pole at this point? How's
I
it
mean, people are just waiting for the freaking bikini swimsuits and the bunny girls stuff. I mean, personally, when on X, when they were asking what kind of outfits we put, I just sent them the Infinite Stratos screenshot of all the girls in their like mecha suits, their plug suits, and then all the girls in their bunny suits, like that.
No. You got to go a step further. For most of the people who are watching this or listening into this too, if you're cultured like me, you would know about High School DxD. I think the kind of response there is the High School DxD outfits.
um, how far are we going?
It's yes.
Okay.
You know that answer. It's yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Nix.
But
What?
all right. Anyways, so welcome back, guys. We got another week. This is part 2 of the series where Pro Gunpla builder, my friend Kal the Otaku, who is a competitive Gunpla builder. You can definitely check him out at his Instagram. Links are down below. But you can also take a look at his Instagram works from our previous video. Link will also be here, and also I'll put it on a card as well that shows up. Today, we're not going to be jumping into Takayuki and Junya's background. You can all find that in the previous video, so please check that out. It is a fun little conversation because we do value our artists and designers. We wouldn't have these amazing designs without them and their inspirations to inspire others to follow their work as well. So please do that. But we're going to jump straight into the suits because I know that's what a lot of you guys like. So, Cal, you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. We're going to start with, apparently, your favorite, and also many others' nightmares, including mine, Welkin.
Hello, Welkin.
All right, let me get that up and running. Here we go. So, what do you know about Welkin?
It's big, it's bulky, it has a big axe that goes swing swing, just like Barbatos.
Oh, all right, well, here we go. So, you can probably tell who worked on this suit.
Oh man, pause right there. So this is a this is a straight bias right here. I love suits that are fucking thick like this, especially when it carries a giant axe.
Yep.
And this is like for me wise, I know Asmongold, like that YouTuber or that streamer, he loves like the warrior type things. I'm the same way. I love anything that has a giant sword, a giant axe, and a giant weapon that can smash into a mobile suit. And this is why I
Yeah,
love like the IBO series too. It's just like mechs just literally smashing each other apart.
yeah, and funny enough, when I played it, it actually kind of plays like RX-78 from other Gundam games because the bazooka plus melee just feels like RX-78. The only thing he's missing is like the shield that's like the physical shield. He does have the Reinhardt style shield though, so where he can just put it up. But we can go over it. Then we can continue the
Yeah,
video.
well, yeah, let's
Yeah,
just go over it. Ooh,
A heavy striker developed by
that
pyrogenesis,
bazooka is
designed
bullcrap.
for all
wait,
combat
they're calling him a heavy striker? What?
He's a heavy brawler. Yeah. So strike. Oh yeah. So just to give you some heads up, striker is the what they call their suits. So everything's called a striker. Yeah, or a
Oh
strike
man,
breaker. Yeah.
gotcha. Let's see. Oh, I'm excited by the melee part too because I did a little bit of research because this is the one suit that I kind of like looked at the most just because you'll probably look at it a little bit later what it does because yeah, continue on. You'll see
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah. But design wise though, this got Junya written all over it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, the rounded edges and everything kind of gives me the Char's counterattack sort of like feel.
truly
Well,
appealing.
it has the head of the Love Love
Where
stuff
Yeah.
too.
curiosity
So
shines.
Yep.
yeah, there we go. Love
You're
that hit.
There's no wall for me to break upon you. Let me just create one. Yeah, he
Exactly.
just chases the Skyraider through the air.
Honestly, I would do the same thing. Wait, does every hit he does a stun?
Yes. And it's auto parry. And that's his
Oh
execution.
man.
Welkin's
So if he catches you and executes you, that's what he does to you.
Honestly, from looking at it at a competitive standpoint, I would just disrespect everybody with that finisher. I just don't care how long it takes. I still want to do it.
Yeah, and as I think I told you off the recording, executions are incentivized in some of the play modes because they do prevent players from respawning in the battle royale / extraction shooter mode. So yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the battle axe right here. Um, honestly,
That
you probably have a better idea where that design might be inspired from.
I'm drawing a blank here. And that battle axe is like used a lot too with that type of style. I'm not sure where that originated from. Probably I would say Universal Century. There are battle axes that are shaped like that too. If you look into the Black TriStar Zaku's,
Hmm.
there I can't remember which of the pilots use that too, but they use a giant axe in the shape like that. But this one's a little bit more angular too, a little bit more stylized in a
Yeah,
way. But
yeah, yeah. So that's where the angular part is where I was drawing a blank on. I have definitely seen this in Mecha, but I just not too sure what. I just don't remember exactly which. Excuse me, which which
like
series.
it's more mostly the UC series, but this is a stylized Morvax though. Um, The other thing too, I wish like the designer did with this is make it a two-hander axe, and that would have been more more intimidating. It's something about the axes too, and making it two-handed, or any type of like weapon too, like a big giant sword too, and just make it a two-hander.
Yeah,
It
he
makes
does
it
swing it
more
with both
intimidating.
hands with some of his moves. So when he, yeah, actually you'll see it in a bit.
Yep.
The heavy battle axe adapts to various combat situations with two attack modes, normal and charged attacks. The battle axe's normal attacks
Mm.
consist of a
So he does use two hands when he's swinging him.
fluid armor, dealing physical damage directly to HP, along with knockback and
Yeah,
stab.
my question is,
Press to initiate a boost attack as a first strike.
oh shoot, that movement, man.
This will close the
So
gap
So you
smooth, huh?
think-
to targets, and
Well, no, if you pay attention to the movement here too, so how I'm not sure who made the design choice of this too. It's the same movement on ground if you ever pay attention to the Barbatos too. You see how it moves? If you
Mhm.
kind of look at the episode 1 and 2 of IBO, Barbatos makes that same exact movement, is moving left to right or going straight, and just essentially gliding on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, a lot of the suits do that when they are boosting along the ground as well. There are a few exceptions, of course, especially like the super heavy ones. I think they're called
Well,
ultra heavies, not heavies.
well, the most intimidating thing, if they actually made this thing walk too, that would be more intimidating.
Actually,
Like
no
you're
suits walk. They just they just
well,
do the glide.
let me rephrase that. More running. Imagine this running at you at like full speed with rockets on his back.
Oh, that'd be terrifying. Like you're just aiming down scope and you just see that guy coming in like, oh frick.
Yeah, exactly. They should have made this more terrifying. They'll
I mean,
probably do
it's
it later, but
dude, as I think in like when I was playing in higher ranks, especially in like 66, these if there's a full team of 6, I think they all prioritize the Welkin, like get him off the board ASAP. Yeah,
oh man, at least this thing has a form of harassment too, which is funny.
yeah. That spin, by the way, you just saw is auto parry.
Oh, that's auto. Oh man.
Yeah.
a multi-hit spinning attack that deals unparryable damage to surrounding enemies. When airborne and targeting lower positioned units,
Yeah, that's
can unleash an unparryable downward
Wait.
slash.
Is that downward slash auto? Is that an auto lock?
Yeah. You can technically try to eyeball it, but it's just not as easy. But it is a good thing to sort of. Actually, I'm not too sure if you can eyeball it now that I think about it. Without targeting, I'll have to double check, but there are instances in some maps where everyone will lose targeting, and you have to rely on eyeballing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sidearm. Heavy howitzer. It fires a barrage of grenades at distant enemies, dealing massive blast damage.
Oh my gosh.
Reloading the howitzer
So-
Hey,
Oh.
RX-78.
sustained firepower.
It's not the RX-78 part. If you ever seen like the Build Divers,
In combat.
you ever seen like the Build Divers series? There's this one mech that has the same design like this. I forgot what it's called on top of my head. It's something remake. It was it's one of the supporting characters mobile suits. It's not Gusion remake. It's like something Gabaldi remake. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah. Gotcha. Yes, I do know what you're talking about, and I didn't think about it until you told me about it. But yes, I can see that.
Yeah, Gabaldi remake with a bigger axe. It's like you can still go with like the Gusion series mobile suits. You add a cannon to that too, but like what this represents is like the Gabaldi remake with a bigger axe and just way thicker.
Yep, that bulk. All right, let's continue.
Heavy howitzer.
All right,
The howitzer ensures sustained firepower during the most critical moments in combat.
So just a question here too. Like
Yeah.
I do play a little bit of like the shooters back then when I was in college, like for kind of Team Fortress 2. Is some of this game like hit scan or kind of like we call it, I think, hit scan and projectiles?
So that specific weapon is definitely not hit scan, but it's fast enough to where like you definitely need to pay attention. There are weapons in the game that are very close to hit scan, if not hit scan. Yeah. Yeah, because there are some of the snipers that pretty much are hit scan. Especially some of the modular weapons that you get in the extraction shooter, that pretty much you just point and click and pretty much, yeah, immediate hit, unless they dodge right at the last second.
Mm.
Yep. All right.
1. Dueling Force Field. Welkin can deploy a stasis field that blocks all enemy attacks and movement without
Wait.
losing friendly
Is that spinning thing a stasis field? Is that?
No. So he releases two Sol drones that just fly around in that field.
I'm drawing a blank here. It's like I'm thinking of more like technically and looking at between like several Gundams and Mecha too. I can't believe that two drones like that, or
deploy
I forgot what the kind of
I
I
believe
don't know what the
F91
terminology.
had them. I think F91, like the enemy, the big antagonist had them. The spinning Sol drones.
Yeah, you could argue that, but it's I wouldn't
stasis
say
field
this
that
it was
blocks
this
all
big.
enemy attacks and movement without hindering friendly units, creating a tactical advantage.
Tactical advantage.
Alongside the force field, Welkin releases
That's what I thought.
the trapped enemy.
It acts like
These
fangs
drones
too.
deal physical
Yep.
damage
And
also
they
cause
can't
static.
get out while the
Dual
shield is
force
up.
field can be deployed even
Okay.
when Welkin is static.
Before we go on to the next one too,
Yeah.
does this thing have grapples too? Like what I'm expecting from like a heavy set character or a heavy set mech is the grapples.
No,
Does it have a
so there's no grappling, but the axe is stunning, so you might as well be grappling. There are so a lot of suits do have sort of that get out of jail free card, to try to basically get out of that, but it's just so difficult with Welcome because he can just rush you if he's got energy left.
oh yes. Well, that rush is it's gonna be very intimidating.
Press again to deactivate the field before it depletes to reduce the cooldown. When the field
Yeah,
collapses, the
sometimes
drones are
too.
recalled. Aux 2. Jamming pulse ejector.
This is his get out of jail free card.
The
He's got
jamming
EMP.
pulse ejector disables drones and
Why did it?
enemies
Okay,
within its frontal range.
you can pause it there too. It's like,
Yeah.
why did it give? I'm drawing a blank on this one too. It's the final mobile suit that Char uses too at the end of the original Gundam series. The one that you it's with the RX-78 with when they do the last shooting.
Yes,
Why?
the Xiong.
Yes.
Yes.
Why did they give it the Xeon lasers?
I don't know.
That's I there's something that tells me too. I'm not sure if like uh, I'm not sure if the developers had some hand of it, but this is basically Zazabi if you look at it.
Yeah.
There's something about like looking at the design sets, the bell type legs, how thick it is, and it's just multiple things just screams Osby. And also you have the cannon backpack that shoots projectiles too, which essentially tells me, wait, that's a rocket launcher in a more insane way. But
Mhm.
it's just the axe, the shields, the drone, not drone, sorry, the funnels too. It's like, did someone ask for Zosby? I think what you mentioned earlier too. You said the CEO is piloting this mobile suit too, or playing around with this mobile suit.
So he does seem to enjoy playing this suit on when he was streaming it during his not his AMA, the big VOD before the release of the game. So me and my friends were going like, is this why Welcome got buffed? Is because the executive plays this game? Is that what it is? I mean, plays this suit. So
What?
allegedly, that's what we suspected. But the thing is, that, like, we have no way to prove it. But at the same time, we're like, there's no way. There's no way. There should be no reason why Welkin should have got buffed.
Well, the thing is, this is literally the Zazabi of Mecha Break. just paint the thing in chrome red, and then you have your Zosby.
Actually, I
'Cause
did paint in chrome red.
Yeah, but I think most suits you need to put in chrome red, or if you want to be a little bit more degenerate, put it in pink too.
I
And
have
just
seen purple Welkins flying around too.
yes. No, we're going with the more degenerate colors, pink
The
and
solid
also
strike missile
possibly
weapon's locked-on system
hot
and
pink.
visuals temporarily impaired.
You know, some will say that is honorable.
Even when staggered, Welkin can activate the jamming pulse ejector to stagger enemies for counterattacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
stagger.
it stuns the enemy, and it also like pretty much prevents people from targeting for a little bit. So it's a nightmare for a lot of mechs who are set up for defensive lines.
Actually, pause right here too. You look at the designs really quick here too.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's like someone put double O together and also the Shenanju design too. You know that backpack piece the Shenanju has, and they just taped it on the shoulders. Same thing with the kind of you see that back part too, kind of like into like a polygon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mix of double O and Universal Century in here, just looking at it.
Yeah,
And
I
I
can see
think
that
what
too. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, what really got me here was that it kind of reminds me of not Quible. Not
it's the Shenanju or Zosby.
yeah,
Most of those
yeah.
mobile suits share that same design too. Again, I'm gonna mention this again. It's like someone on the development team wanted a Zosby or Shenanju type of mobile suit, and this is what happened. I'm guessing I'm guessing the CEO, right?
Yeah, the
He's
executive
secretly
producer, yeah.
the executive. He's
Mhm.
secretly a Xenon fan, like me. Sieg Xenon.
We're gonna have conversations. All right, moving on. But yeah, actually no, this reminds me of uh was it Victory Gundam? Maybe. All right.
No, it most of the design is like through Xenon. Like all the designs like this is Xenon
Just with
because
some
they
extra
all
LEDs.
extra LEDs and a flare double O.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. All right.
Defense field. The defense field protects Welkin's allies from frontal attacks.
I think
But
I
not
don't really care about the
always.
rest of the kit. I think it's just an axe. That's it.
This also significantly reduces
Oh man.
damage.
And he's Reinhardt.
Also inflict interference on nearby enemy strikers.
It's just Reinhardt. It's just Reinhardt.
No, it's spin the win. It's Garen, man.
Welkin ain't
Oh.
something to mess with.
Why would you give it that voice?
It's one of the voices in the in the English VA suite that we have access to.
I wish they got the voice of Char, to be quite honest, for that last part.
Actually, I don't know who the voice actors are. That'll be something I will definitely look into for you, so that you'll have it.
Oh man.
But yeah, overall
Well,
though, what do you think of Welkin?
thick boy who's Sazabi, incarnate.
That sounds about right. Yeah, and also down below, let us know who your most favorite or slash hated suit to deal with and to play as. All right, I'll put a
Everyone's
like
favorite
here.
is Welkin. Alright.
All right, next, this will be actually one of my favorites in designs anyway. I am still working on trying to get better with Skyraider. Here we go.
Oh, I see why this is your favorite.
Yeah, it's my future form in VTubing, just with a lot more
Yes.
edges.
You want to be a polygon with wings, right? Or a Dorito with wings?
We're not gonna get into that. And Starscream!
You mean polygon with wings?
Ay.
A medium-weight transformable striker developed by NG Systems, capable of switching to aerial assault form for
Oh man.
So
I
there's your
just love
headpiece.
there's my headpiece, but they chose the colors of Zeta Gundam. If you ever notice,
Yes.
like
Yeah,
almost.
it's almost Zeta. It's not as deep, but it definitely feels a little bit more bleached compared to Zeta's colors, but yeah, I do see it. There's definitely a
Definitely.
lot more orange going on. So whenever I see orange, I think of Macross because they use a lot of orange stripes and decals as well in their like overall design. The headpiece though definitely gives me Muv-Luv mixed with now that I took a look at Muv-Luv suit, it definitely gave me definitely like Muv-Luv suits and the vents on the sides. Honestly, I hate you for this, but does give me Starscream sort of like indicators as well.
That's why I'm calling him Dorito with wings, man.
Ugh.
I'm not sure why you want to be a Dorito with wings.
First of all, I will death Dorito you from the sky if you ever play this game.
What do you mean? I'm going to chase you with Welkin.
But yeah, this one I think is definitely a Takayuki design, just given how straight the edges are, um, and all the angles it's been placed.
Yep, and
Uh,
also the paneling is actually really nice too.
oh yeah.
Definitely, if you look at the chest piece mostly,
Hmm.
this is a lot of designs. If you work on like a Zeta Gundam or some of the other kind of like very like I wouldn't say polygon, but it's more of a what do you call it, triangle shape like mobile suits too.
Hmm.
They will have the same design like that too. If you look at the front piece too, the paneling, they
Hmm.
will do something similar like that. And it's very apparent. There's like several ways you can do it too. You can have it a little bit adjusted where some of the pieces are a little bit more elevated and some of the other ones are a little bit like for whatever opposite elevated is, but basically you're shifting the sizes or the heights of some of the parts too on
Yeah, I
one
see
part.
that in the chest. Yeah, I see that in the chest piece. Like you can definitely see the embossing and also the what do you call it? Uh you see where the LED lights they're just like embedded in it. Yeah, embedding
Yeah,
as well.
and if you go with I forgot what they're called, but it's like the collar piece too. Near the head, right? You see
Hmm.
that like blue collar piece too. You can shift that up to yellow too, and you still have your Zeta Gundam style um mobile suit too. Like you can
Yeah.
shift a lot. I think when you were showing me before we started this podcast is showing me how much color customization you can go through too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's not, I would say it's not basic at all. It's like very well detailed. And
Hmm.
then that's something that most mecha games, or I wouldn't say, yeah, most mecha games don't really do. Like if you
Hmm.
look at like the newest like Gundam Breaker that's currently out, you don't really get that much customization on your color like this. But it's but like I'm comparing like a like a more delicious apple or I wouldn't say I'm comparing like two different fruits here. This what I'm trying to say. One's a little bit more simpler. This is way more detailed.
Yeah.
And how Gundam Breaker was designed or gameplay wise was supposed to be simple.
Hmm. Yeah. Now the one thing I do like about the design as well is I love the grills on the shoulders. It definitely gives me that it adds a little bit more complexity even though it's very simple like simple geometry.
Yeah,
Yep. All
yeah,
right, let's keep going.
High-speed flight and devastating cluster
Yeah.
bombs.
Now, what I the reason, but the thing is though, just to be on a more serious side, the main reason why I love this suit is not because of Macross, but because this reminds me of the Riesel series from UC, from Universal
def
Century.
yeah, definitely see it, but it has a touch of again. A lot of these mobile suits have a lot of I wouldn't say mobile suits. What does Mecha Break even call them in the game too?
Strikers. They're called
Strikers.
strike breakers and strikers. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go with the correct terminology. Most of these strikers have a lot of glowing effects in turn inside the frame.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's like the stylistic choice of the Double O series stuff, where a lot of these mobile suits will have a ton of LEDs to kind of make this like striker pop out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
do see the Riesel in it. I think it's more of the crotch piece and some a little bit of the leggings too. But um, what the Riesel doesn't have is the high heels. If you see the kind of feet parts, it's the high heels over there.
Yeah, it's got yeah, the Riesel I like has like a very long, flat like foot. Um, so that's like giving it a very, very like I was gonna say like flat-footed. Basically, just telling people like this guy is not designed to walk on land very well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think this is it's not either land too, it's just more of a designer choice too. If you've been paying attention kind of like the eastern side of like um customizations for like Gundams or any type of mechs,
Mhm.
it's been more prominent that the high heel design has been used a lot. So they'll take like let's say the RX-78 for example, right? They'll put
Yeah.
high heels on that instead of like the original footing. It's something about that elegant design, and then kind of like elongated a little bit more to look like maybe a straight Gundam too,
Mhm.
but you still keep the RX-78 form.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
a lot,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Again, I'm gonna mention it again. A lot of like designers are starting to use this now.
Yeah, actually, quite a few Double O suits had high heels. We had Reborn's Gundam from Double O that had high heels. Now it doesn't. It's that design though. Reborn's Gundam was a little bit more rounded in terms of design to give it that sort of antagonist like sort of like high like the antagonist looking feel to it. Whereas I think Exia had a lot more angular militaristic.
Yeah,
So.
but even the XCS2, people who kind of customize the XCS2, they're still putting high heels on that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think Quanta had a little bit of it.
A little bit of it, but I'm saying like they'll elongate the heel part a little bit more to make it look like a high heel shape.
Hmm.
And then what they also do too, they add like a little so on your like if you're looking at the foot too, like near the toe side of it, they'll add this like band over it, like an extra like it's like an extra like detail piece. They'll add like a bar over it on
Hmm.
the toe end part to make it a little bit more kind of intimidating in a way, but it's like that in between of elegance and intimidation. It's the same thing like Welkin wise, right? Welkin has that nice bulk.
Yeah.
And when you look at it compared to all the other kind of mech series too, um, the one thing I would really think of is like Night and Magic. You ever seen that
Oh.
series? Yeah, Knights and Magic.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, that bulk. Oh my God,
So
yeah.
yeah, so a lot of these developers, and we're going to keep on mentioning this over and over again, watch a lot of mech series, even like the older stuff like Mazinger. But that's probably going to be on a later discussion too, because I'm probably going to expect like Mecha Break come out with a mech that is more Mazinger styled.
And we do know
Because
that the developers are aware of it because there are model kits of Mazinger in their offices.
yeah, and there's a lot more too. And if you look at their offices too, if you're kind of looking on the third party stuff too, they have a lot of I'm trying to remember what the name of the brand is. There are Manticore. Manticore, if you don't really know what Manticore is a third party kits, or they produce third party kits made out of resin. And they're well known for a couple of like was it 1/100 but also 1/60th sized kits that you can't really get. And the one I can really think is the Skisatria right now, which they made in a 1/100th and a
Oh.
Xeon. But the I did see that Xeon in their office too, which they had.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I should definitely. I will definitely put the images up of what you talked about, and so that people have a better idea. Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
Yep. I'm trying to get a so pause right there. See, so go a little bit further back, like a few seconds back.
Yeah. Sure.
Um, yeah, we're gonna try it. Yeah, pause right there.
Yeah.
Oh, so they did the same way as Zeta Gundam for
Mm-hmm.
kind of transforming wise. So if you look at the Zeta Gundam,
Mm-hmm.
or ever looked at like how the Zeta Gundam transforms, the head pops into the chest piece. That's a fine image right there, Nix. So
Mm-hmm.
if you ever kind of build a Zeta Gundam or kind of look at how it transforms, the headpiece will go into the chest, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what the design they chose with this too.
Yeah.
And a couple other things too, if you look at kind of like how it's functioning mechanically too, it
Yep.
takes a little bit of that interaction too from the Wing Gundam.
Yep,
It is
that's where I
Wing
got that too.
Gundam,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Wing Gundam Zero. So you have like again, most of these designers, or actually the people who design these mobile suits, have a mix of UC and also Wing and Double O.
Mhm.
This one particularly is like, think of it this way, it's like in between the Zeta Gundam and the Wing Gundam.
Yeah, but the way it transforms though reminds me more of how Macross, like he does like that little like that sort of like a roll when he's transforming. So it kind of reminds me of Starscream and the Seekers from Transformers, as well as Macross, the Valkyrie suits.
Yeah. And it's a really good mix of like, I would say like this whole like transformation's a really good design too.
Yeah, very smooth, but still like it definitely and a lot, and it's also pretty. It's a little bit more simpler in my opinion than Macross suits, but it definitely, but the way that the nose is positioned definitely gives me more Weasel and
Well,
Starscream.
yeah, yeah, it's how it's shaped too. And
Mhm.
it's like there's other thing too that the nose shape is also taking a little bit of design of the Wing Gundam too. But
Mhm.
the transformation doesn't take the shield at all as the nose piece. So
Yep. Yeah, it definitely doesn't have a shield. It is very very easy. It definitely has to rely on its maneuverability and its and whatever shield capacity it has. Like its over shield. Yep.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, even the weapon
Yeah,
is very Riesel like.
yeah, they really took the movement from Transformers. Like as much as this is like a Japanese game,
And yeah.
a lot of its movements from the Transformers jets, like Starscream, and also the other ones too. I think, I'm trying to remember some of the other names too.
Mhm.
Back Jetfire is used to be one of them, if I remember correctly from the lore. But yeah, a lot of the movement for what was it for this character Skyraider is mostly for Transformers because I don't remember any type of mechs. Actually, probably maybe a few from the Universal Century for Gundam wise. I think there was only a few that moved like that. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's that
Uh
UFO. It's a UFO shaped one from UC Century, and this is from Unicorn. I can't remember on the top of my head, but it's that mobile suit.
I'm drawing a blank. Um I mean, the only ones I remember are Delta Plus, which is which is basically a design from Zeta in Shiki, Hyaku
Yeah, but
Shiki.
most of those designs are usually flying in space or moving in space. And the only one that I know of that actually floats like this would be actually no. Kind of think of it too. Hathaway's Flash.
Mhm.
That
Oh, Penelope
yeah,
and
Penelope and
she.
yeah, they do transform like that too. And they do move in spaces like that too, since they are kind of like wing styled mobile suits, like a Zeta Gundam or something like this too. Except on the extremely thick side.
Let me just put the entire armory on me.
Exactly, but this one doesn't.
Yeah,
Um,
this one, yeah. And yeah, this is and here is his execution, which I have the pleasure of doing to many Narakamis. There you go.
oh, Curb Stomp
Curb stomp.
sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I was like yeah, every time I have to deal with a Narakami, I'm just like, no, no, you go, you leave. I do
So
not
my
like you.
question, my question is, when are they going to do like custom decals? Like, I know on the Armored Core 6 stuff, they do custom decals. Like, you can make your own decal
Hmm.
from scratch. When are they going to do this too?
I
For like in terms of this game? Because like, I see Jetfire. No, I from this. from this, I see Jetfire also Starscream from this. And it would be nice
Yeah.
to see like a Decepticon or an Autobot insignia on like some of their mobile suits or some like the other like insignias too that are in prevalent in like mech series like Xeon or IBO, Iron Blooded Orphans, or Mazinger has their own one too, and Macross does have multiple ones too that they have flying around on their mobile suits.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, because the game just came out, and I do not think custom decals or logos are on the table because they have to monetize somehow because this is a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
Um, Now a lot of the decals we have now, you have to earn it through achievements. Like you have to play well, play consistently, and try to perform to earn those decals. Now there are some decals that you can get just from community events. So right now there are two community events going on. One is the rally call, which we get there are several decals mixed in there, and then there's the not Twitch. It's like the create a squad where you link up a an account with this QR code with friends and try to get 3 friends
So
to
it's more
join
of
the
a
game.
it's more of a Discord insignia.
Yeah, it's more of a Discord instead without Discord. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if that's on the table. The best we can hope for, and that's another thing too. I do not know what their attitude is with collabs yet. Now we do see a lot of inspiration as well as they got some of the biggest giants in the industry from Mecha, like Hiroyuki Sawano and Man with a Mission, as well as the designers. Like they have all the DNA and elements of what makes like a lot of like the things that make us love mecha. So
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I have an issue with right now is like knowing Bandai too and how they are running things in terms of like their Gundam series and other mecha series they have too, and how they treat their IPs. I think like a collab with Mecha Break is not going to be for a while. Probably, if I'm going to even guess, maybe like 3 years from now or 4 years from now, because they just got. If you were paying attention to the news, they just recently. I wouldn't say recently. Um, they got on Call of Duty collab like twice, and then the Overwatch collab.
which
Like
makes me
for
wonder if it's some sort of deal with Microsoft and or Activision already that was already in the works because usually these campaigns they usually plan like 18 months ahead of time. So
yeah, but it's like I don't want to like downplay on the artist for here too, but it looks like it was lazily applied to that any modder could do in like maybe like in a week or less. Like if you ever look at the movement for the Call of Duty collab stuff for I believe I can't remember the let's say the new Gundam 2, it
mhm.
looks like it's slapped on.
Well, it is a skin over existing skeletons, so I'm gonna guess that's
Yeah,
probably what I'm. My only
and
issue
I
is like why is it using a vector?
but also I think they're taking the assets from what was it that also Gundam game that everyone that Bandai took down like a year ago
Yeah,
too.
Gundam Evolution is a very sore spot for me because that's actually why I decided to get into streaming because like I was excited that like yeah, there's a hero shooter Gundam inspired thing and I wanted to really like kick off like my streaming from there. But like the more I played it, I was like it just did not feel as satisfying. Like it had like good bones and fundamentals here and there, but it just felt way too Overwatchy. And what Overwatch had over Gundam Evolution is that it had an overarching story, whereas this one you're just thrown in and just an arena with nothing else really like telling you to fight except you just have to fight.
Well, what I was trying to say is they took the Gundam Evolution assets and just pasted on Call of Duty. That's a
I
literally a slap job.
There's
If you
more
look at
to it. I think there's a little bit more to it, but I know what you're thinking. Yeah. It
yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if they recycled like some of their assets from Evolution and put it on Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is a wake-up call to Bandai like, hey, there is like enough dipping your toes into the West with like dumbed down versions of your franchise. Give us the full thing. we are ready. Just let us know when you are. All right, moving on.
Its main weapon is the energy auto.
Did they really have to put the text over the energy cannon?
Well, I can see
Uh,
it from here. It is. Yeah, think of it this way. You know that you ever look at the Wing Gundam
yeah.
cannon? It's
Mhm.
basically that. Because you see that back piece, the back end part.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't say a rip, but it runs with the same design elements as the Wing Gundam cannon or the Wing Gundam gun, and I'm
Yeah.
guessing it shoots the same way too.
Yeah, but the barrel actually gives me Seed vibes because
Yeah.
Seed loves their angular barrels for their energy
Well,
weapons.
I'll do you up one. It's the
And double O.
strike. No, let me
Okay.
let me say this. It's the Strike Gundam from the Build series. If you've been paying attention to the Strike Gundam 2 and the from the Build series part and how
hmm
it's like later designed too, it has the same like canon elements because when it shoots, it expands like kind of
hmm
like in a more transformative way. You can see like the internal parts glowing.
Yes, and also I will also do one. Throne Ines from Double O had that on
Yes.
his shoulder cannon. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this suit was like a major collab between the two.
I would say it's more Takayuki, but I get what you're coming
Cannon.
from.
Its two firing modes are tap to shoot and charged shot. In striker form, tap to fire 2 plasma shots that deal energy damage but consume 2 rounds of ammo. Hold to charge and fire a plasma shot that deals significant
That
direct energy
gives me
damage,
Reasol
also
vibes.
consuming 2 rounds of ammo. It
And
automatically
Wing.
Man.
reloads after use.
I kind of wish. Here's the one thing too.
hmm
I'm so used to the sound of like the beam shots from Gundam wise that I'm expecting like a Gundam shot, the Gundam sound effect shot
Yeah.
versus this. It's like, oh, that left me flaccid type of deal. It's like, oh, expectation. Oh,
Well,
that's
it is made in Unity Engine from what I understand this game. So I think it's made in Unity Engine. I have to double check, but I'm sure some people may have figured out some mods. Although it is, I think, using kernel level anti-cheats, so may not be a good idea.
yeah. I
Yeah.
would just leave it there. I don't want like to
Is the
put more
energy
mods,
missile.
but
Yeah. Yeah. Now, although I will have to say this, that seeing the top right there, you know what that kind of reminds me of? That design? It kind of reminds me of the R-Wing from Star Fox. Just
a
with
bit.
that.
I would.
Yeah.
I would say a bit.
Yep.
The energy missile explodes on impact, dealing sustained area and energy damage to all units.
Where's the miss?
Oh,
Where's the
I
missiles coming from?
from right above here.
Yeah,
Um
I'm trying to
so
figure
you
out how
see
to.
it's right here. Let me show you. You see those two things with the grills right there? The missiles are
Yeah.
coming from there.
Oh, so the grills expand. Well, not
Yeah.
expand. They'll open up and then
They
shoot the
open up
missile
and
out.
fire, yeah.
The energy missile explodes on impact, dealing sustained area
Oh,
and energy, cautious of friendly fire. It
Whoops.
also
I did not.
automatically
yeah,
reloads
I don't remember
that's
about
fine.
that.
Ops 1. Jamming missile.
Jamming missile.
The jamming missiles
So
create
this is what I
smoke
told you about
screens
earlier.
and explode.
Oh,
These
okay.
smoke
So
screens will
I wish we
disable
could see it
enemy
from the
rocket.
front too. So I'm guessing there's a rocket pod too. So there is like a.
On up to
This
6
is like a
jamming.
design too that most people do, but
hmm
depends on the style. Depends on the artist too. I think originally too on the last episode we did, the
Yeah.
rocket pods were coming from a kind of like a silo type of style too. But this kind of runs like a different style where it's like I can't remember what mech that does. Like essentially, there is one. I can't remember what the mech is named, but it's the one from Super Robot Wars with the side pieces too. Usually those side pieces. It's the one with the pile driver on its arm and the right arm. It's colored red and white.
I would not know. If I did see it,
Ah,
I wouldn't have identified it. Mainly
yeah.
because Super Robot Wars is one of those things where like I really wish I should have played more often. So I'm gonna have to
Oh,
delegate that to you.
well, you're gonna get your chance later on. So they're coming out with the new Super Robot Wars game, but
Yeah, in September, I believe,
sticking with
this year.
September, yeah. But let's stick with Mecha Break. It's just they have the same rocket pod design where it comes in a kind of like a box style, and they have like a little opening where it shoots a lot of rockets out. Like
Mhm,
usually it comes in pairs of 6 or maybe sometimes 4,
mhm,
2. It's usually an even number. There are rare cases where they use like the number 5 or odd number like 3 or 5
mhm.
to show those rocket pods, but usually it is on a even number.
Yeah, and it looks like these rocket pods are strapped to his waist when he's
Yeah.
firing, and
Well,
he can fire it while in aircraft mode too. Yeah.
no, they're using 2 different like rocket pods, but
The smokescreen blocks non-direct energy damage and greatly reduces direct energy damage. Ox 2.
So there's the aerial form.
Aerial assault form. Skyraider can switch to aerial assault form for sustained flight. This greatly boosts its mobility, detection range,
I love that
and
movement.
lock-on range for both the main weapon and sidearm. This form also deploys escort drones to intercept.
and they actually took the
and
Gundam
resist
versus
the
stuff
firing.
too. Like
Yeah.
some no, I wouldn't say it like it looks like the Gundam versus mechanically, but this one feels way more smoother and way more cleaner. Because people played the Gundam versus back then too, it was a little bit more blocky, and it was hard to use that transformation too. If you're like a casual, yes, it
Mhm.
would be hard to do that transformation. If you got in a little bit more of the competitive side too, it's easy to get into it, but you wouldn't see it as much. You wouldn't see it used as much too. I think it's
Yeah.
just more of a movement type of thing, or just more of a harassment. But
Yeah. This movement,
first,
I think, is more taking like a lot of inspiration from Armored Core and Zone of Enders.
hmm,
Yeah. So that's why and I think Gundam Machine Versus, the reason why it feels more blocky in Gundam Machine Versus is that that one's supposed to be an arena, like arena brawler, arena fighter, not really like supposed to be like doesn't lean towards the simulation aspect of it.
yeah.
Yep.
Range of
So
the energy autocannon is significantly increased in this form. Attacking is still possible while performing aerial maneuvers. These rapid movements can also break enemy
yeah,
lock-ons.
I think it was like I'm not sure what else we can look at this back too.
Ox
I think we
3.
pretty much
Missile dispenser.
went through
Yeah.
everything because
The
I
missile
it's kind of like
dispenser
obvious
is
like what's
only
gonna have.
available in aerial
Yeah,
assault
this is the
form.
end of it anyway.
Hold to aim and view its trajectory and impact point, then release to fire. The
Yeah, that's
dispenser
it.
explodes on impact, releasing 6.
Skyraider will bomb them to smithereens.
Oh man,
I know, I know.
I'm starting to hate these like. Well, it's just me, but it's just a stylistic choice too. I'm not really into kind of English voice actors when it comes with the mecha stuff. Um, it's just again like I usually listen to kind of Japanese ones too, and
Yeah,
usually they put a little bit more flair. Something about like it's just a kind of like a weird nuance, but there's
yeah.
something about the English voice actors like kind of saying these lines that feels a little bit more cringe than anything.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're talking about. It kind of feels like Saturday night cartoony to me.
Yeah,
Almost. Not
versus
Saturday
like the
night,
Jap.
Saturday morning cartoons. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there was a real difference too. It's probably me being biased as a '90s kid too, watching Saturday cartoons in the morning. But again, it's like we want to kind of differentiate between that too. Like when I'm looking at Mecha, I'm like expecting like charged voice or kind of like a
Yeah,
deeper voice.
I'm expecting Toonami and Adult Swim level of English voice acting, not Saturday morning
Yeah,
cartoons. Yeah.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
All right. Let's keep going. Let's do Alysnes. Sorry,
Listeners.
Alysnes. Sorry. Please do not grill me for the naming. This is one of the ones where actually a lot of people do get confused with how to say the name. I don't know why my friend calls it Ulysses. I'm like, where's the U and what happened to the A?
Well, they probably reversed first and the you.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
there you go.
That is
Very main pro tag, huh?
thinking of it this way, it's like a new Gundam on. Yeah, it is new Gundam
Yeah, the legs really give me that new sort of feel.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is new Gundam with a pike, and
yeah,
it
the
has a
halberd. Mhm.
yeah, the halberd, and then you have the shield too, except the shield's a little bit more angular. I just need to check the shoulder pieces, get a little bit more check on that too.
Yeah, we'll see them
But
in a bit.
yeah.
Alysnes. Developed by
Oh
Pyrogenesis,
man,
this heavy armored striker has well-balanced weaponry for mid
Paul's
to
right
low
there.
speed.
You see that backpack?
Yes, I knew you would
It's a
love the backpack.
it is Shenandoah. It's like something looking at a redesigned version of a Shenandoah backpack. Kind of gets me like that monkey brain glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's the nice angular designs, and it just takes the same form or the same base squares and other polygons to get to this same exact thing, but it's like redesigned too.
All
Range
right, let's
combat.
continue. All right,
After
we're gonna speed it
sustaining
up a little
heavy
bit. Okay.
damage,
Yeah, let's speed
Alysnes
it up a
purges
bit
its armor to fight with
because I
advanced
really
agility.
get to that limited edition stuff, and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think we can probably like
Yeah. Skip the gameplay here. There we go.
One of Alysnes' main weapons is the
So there's the energy autocannon.
yeah.
S-
Again, this is literally Zosby and New Gundam together, and they're also taking. If you look at the feet too, it is high heels again. If
Yep.
you're looking at
This.
it,
Yeah. So that screams new Gundam, um, for me as well.
well,
Urgent
it's just
autocannon.
they're doing more high
Capable of
heels at this
firing 10
point.
burst
Mhm.
shots and inflicting energy damage, while
Yeah,
a
I'll skip
charged
the
attack
weapon.
increases
Yeah.
damage. Armor is angering and knocking back targets. To maximize
There,
damage output,
there's the other
perform
Zosby.
combo attacks by mashing the main weapon key. If the target is far away, downward
we're
slash. Alysnes' sidearm includes a complex shield.
So there's the shield. It does expand to create that
Um,
sort of like force field feel of it.
there's another one that does that too. It's gonna go back to again Zosby's design too. If you
Mhm.
look at that shield, how that works too. Zosby has that same not lighting effect, but the same kind of same detailing as his Zosby shield when it glows up with like the additional axe too, or additional shielding too.
Yep.
Yeah, like again, this is like most of these mobile suits are borrowing a lot from existing designs, but you can probably say that for any like mech series too, that they're borrowing certain designs from certain mobile suits.
Shield in armor
And
mode and an induced sword in post armor purge. Complex parries and stagger
All right.
on a
There's
successful
pairing. Yeah.
weapon.
Okay.
Use
parry,
its
and
induced
then
sword to
Yeah.
bypass fluid armor and directly attack the enemy's structural durability, causing physical damage.
Oh yeah. I don't
and
know if
directly
you
attack the
saw
enemies.
the
Also fire the Gauss cannons while using the
Oh yeah, it's got
battle
Gauss
axe.
cannons.
Staggering
Hold on.
Gauss cannon.
cannons.
AKA
Oh,
Strike Gundam. I mean, not sorry, Freedom. Right there.
well, you can say F91 too. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
think I've
F91
seen
has
this.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it like shoot under like usually if you pay attention how the F91 shoots with the side skirt guns and also
Yeah.
strike, they usually shoot between the arm and leg,
Yeah.
not around the entire mobile suit.
Yeah. So this one makes it a little different here, but let's take a look.
The Gauss cannon.
No, it shoots
Oh,
under.
they do. Yeah, it shoots under. I'm not sure why they did it like that.
I guess it's just easier to demonstrate it in terms of the way it looks, because if just to keep the arms from like blocking it. But
Hmm.
yeah, it shoots from under.
Cannons fire 2 high explosive arrows, staggering the target and
You said this is the
inflicting
main
blast
mobile
damage.
suit for this
So
main striker for the game.
So this is the first suit that you get into during the tutorial. And it was supposed and back in beta, this is the first suit that anyone gets before unlocking any others.
Hmm.
So it does have that. I think this was meant to be
In
the
melee
main
mode,
character,
you can
main
also fire
protag
the
suit.
Gauss cannons while
Are they
using the
currently
battle.
using this as what's it? I wouldn't say main design, but are they using it as the poster child for the game?
Right now, it's heavily Falcon and Alysnes, yes.
Alysnes. Okay.
Yeah, because Alysnes, yeah, Alysnes. Because Alysnes you'll see on a lot of the official cover art with the the other protagonist guy that's supposed to like be with you, and that is Christian. And then Falcon is another big one because that is tied with the first like sort of hero unit that you can purchase for
Oh,
money.
you know why they're doing that too? And I just realized that too, because
Hmm.
I guess they're probably referencing Amuro and Camille too, because one, Falcon's like similar to Zeta Gundam, which everyone knows pretty much.
Falcon
Everyone,
Falcon's design is not very Zeta like. It's very sharp, and we will definitely go over that design next video. I mean, next
yeah,
episode.
but also the thing with Alysnes too, like I would see why they're using it as like the RX-78 style mobile
Hmm.
suit or striker at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, wait, didn't
yeah,
we do go over Falcon last time?
yeah, we went over Falcon last
Yeah,
time
we went over
too.
Falcon last time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't
so
transform, but it
it
doesn't
transforms.
transform,
It
but
transforms.
it
Well,
transforms. Oh, I
it
can't remember.
transforms, but it's not as intricate as Skyraider.
Skyraider. Well,
Yeah.
I think, well, I'm just thinking it this way, right? Since they designed those, was it Falcon came out like an earlier stage of the game?
I think so because it just happens to be like Falcon and Alysnes, and I think Welkin were like the first three that we really saw.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think
and then
Aquila too.
thinking of it too, so some of these mobile suits that share similar similar designs, like even though we're talking about with artists over here too, they share similar designs of like other mecha series too. I think what they did too, just to kind of get this game going, is chose like the most prominent mobile suits that people are easily that can easily recognize. Like this one, like Alysnes, right?
Hmm.
This reminds us of the new Gundam. New
Hmm.
Gundam is very prominent in Japan. It's very prominent in, I would say now in 2025, if you're a Gundam fan, is very prominent. And you can probably see it by the designs too.
Hmm.
And if you go with the Falcon too, um, if we're not calling it a flying Dorito, but taking it a little bit seriously, it is looking like Zeta Gundam too a bit. And
I
Zeta
think it.
Gundam was
I think Falcon draws more from the Macross series than Zeta, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but if we kind of look at it this way for marketing purposes, Zeta Gundam was another like popular series for Gundam.
Hmm.
Um, and also kind of having those two characters. I'm guessing both characters for Falcon and Alysnes are both male characters, right?
No, Falcons is female.
Is it named Camille?
No, Leone, I think her name is. I have to. We'll see it
Okay,
in a bit. We'll see in a
nah,
bit.
I'm doing a joke here at this
Yeah,
point
no,
because
not Camille, and also I really hate Camille.
Camille's a man's name. But yeah, I think what they're trying to do is like kind of have that pair up with Falcon, where Falcon is like the Zeta Gundam of this universe, and then they have the new Gundam, which is Listness too, or the RX-78. I'm guessing they don't have like any kind of mechs that are related to each other. Like you know how RX-78 goes into the Gundam Mark II.
Sort of. So every suit has like a in-lore manufacturer. So all the melee suits just seem to be coming out of this pyro something manufacturer. So they will tell you like, hey, it's this manufactured by this company. So you'll see that there's some like there is some design language that is shared between them. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And here is where I would say where the double O influence comes in. It does have a Exia armor, not Exia armor. It definitely has a Natalie armor purge from double O. There you go. So now you can see the silhouette.
Yeah,
There it
also, if
is.
you've been noticing too,
Inside
with some of the mobile suits
after
too,
our
that well, not I wouldn't say mobile suits, some of the main character mobile suits too. If you look at New Gundam, High New, even like Strike Gundam too, and also some of the other ones like the miniature RX-78 from the Build Diver series too.
Hmm.
I think it was called. They all have this transform part or kind of inner armor or what do you want to call it, like exterior armor, transform to a different like mobile suit type. All those share the same. They're all main characters. They all have the same kind of thing that they do. Even Unicorn too, they have a full armor mode. I'm guessing they did something like this too, where it has a full armor mode that comes out originally, and then purge armor too. I wouldn't say like a Natalie, but it's more like main character syndrome type
Yeah,
of deal.
basically this is sort of its second win because a lot of people use the second armor because when you are in this form, you do have less HP, of course, and if this form is destroyed, you're done. But a lot of people abuse the whole entire like armor like drop pod to get your armor back, and your HP just goes right back. So yeah, so this is also in armor purge mode. You're also going to see something very interesting that you may recognize, I believe, from F91, a little bit of Double O.
Yep.
After armor
Watch this.
purge, evading
It
breaks
creates-
enemy
Oh,
defense and
it's the after
creates an
images.
optical illusion
Yeah.
that enemies can target. During this state,
Yep.
mobility increases significantly.
I think it's more of
but max
I would
HP
argue.
and
Yeah, it's
defense are
F91 and
reduced.
also Exia too.
Yeah.
In this case, use the airdrop kit to
And
read
also
armor
for
and
those Gundam
weapons.
fans who
The airdrop
And
kit
that's
look
how you
into
also
this.
removes stack-
Yep. and
Yeah,
that's
for the
how you
Gundam
drop
fans.
back.
Yeah. Also for the Gundam fans too, if you want to see Exia versus like F91, there is a episode for that too, called Majin versus Majin, to see who's
Yeah,
better.
Yeah, for in Gundam Build Fighters, one of my favorite soundtracks too. So yeah,
No, that's one of my favorite episodes too.
yeah.
Because I think that episode came
Alysnes is
out when I
making
first started
waves.
competitions.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I chose the F91 as a competition model.
All right, we're gonna
Yep.
try. We're gonna go through the next two as quickly as possible since we
Yep.
are running low on time. So here is Lumina. I will skip some of the gameplay because this is mainly just healing.
I feel like we went over this too, unless it might be like a later conversation.
Mm,
Because this is like literally Wing Gundam, man.
yeah, we saw both Lumina and Aquila in the whatchamacallit, in the concept preview trailer. So that's why we're going to take a little bit less time on this one because we've already like kind of
Oh.
went through it. Yeah. So wait, I think we did go over Lumina last time.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
skipping.
we can skip this. Yeah,
All
you
right.
can go back to the last episode on that. It's basically Wing Gundam.
Yeah. No, actually, no. We went through sort of, but if we have gone through Lumina, then yeah, we'll okay, I'll cut this part out. If we did not go through it, we'll just move it to next time.
Yep.
All right. So we'll do the Aquila because I know we did not do Aquila.
Yeah, Killer we did not do. I don't recognize that one.
We did go through it in concept video, but we didn't go through the whole thing.
NG system and pyrogenesis, featuring high mobility and hover
All right.
abilities.
Man, what? It's like literally RX-78. The
color scheme.
yeah, I wouldn't say the color scheme. There's a unit series that if you know a little bit of your lore too, it's part of Johnny Ridden's comic book series too. Johnny Ridden was a pilot too, known as, I can't remember what he goes by, his call sign, but he was the other famous mobile suit that does a red Zaku. And for this one, later on in his career, he started to pilot a Gundam. This Gundam is the RX-78. I think it's unit either 2 or 3. It takes the white and blue design, and if you ever notice kind of the beam cannon that it has on it too, it has the same design too, a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into it.
Precisely delivered.
I definitely probably seen it in Gundam Battle Operations too.
Yeah, it's a partner white and red one too. There's 2 partner suits, and you bought this for like, they do have a P Bandai too of it. It's like the Unit 2, Unit 3 of RX-78. It's a little bit better version of them.
Yeah. Now, this guy, his movement, as I think you mentioned last episode when we were looking at the concept, he does move just like GPO2.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely like that.
Yep, so a lot of
He-
inspiration from the UC on that sense.
It's definitely Universal Century, man. it's a lot of like the heavier like suits that carry something like that. Usually is UC. Now I'm thinking of it too. Yeah, it is definitely Universal Century stuff.
Yeah, so here's the Pulse Claw.
Pulse Claw.
So that's
In
where
order to
its
unleash the Pulse Claw,
funnels are like.
Aquila must first lock on to an enemy target. The
I
range of the
I love
Pulse
this
Claw
one.
scales directly
I saw this
with the
beforehand
Pulse Claw
too, and I love this.
time of deployment. The
Yep.
Pulse
Because
Claw
it's
neutralizes the enemy and disrupts
again,
the
we're gonna go
Pulse
back to
system.
like a little bit of Gundam lore too.
There you go. You
If
see
you ever
just
pay-
grab it.
Yeah, this is I think as we mentioned before too, it's the Advance of Zeta stuff. Advance of Zeta was like again, that's like one of those like niche type of series too, but it has one of like I would say unique designs you'll ever see in Gundam.
And I think you also mentioned Narrative Gundam had a pack, the
Yes.
B kit, I think.
Yeah, B kit too. It's just more like the B kit funnel design too, because this thing is like if you look kind of like actually if you compare like the B kit and also the pulse claws on it, it has the same type of movement, same kind of design, and also if you look at it too, how it's used here too, same thing. It's meant to disrupt, stun, and also capture.
Yeah.
In this
I
case,
think that's what that is.
disrupting.
Yeah, and yeah, it's meant. I think in Narrative it was meant to try to capture Fenix. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Except everything over here is Phoenix.
Yeah.
As the Pulse Claw approaches, the target
Oh man. So- That's the other thing too. So I don't know if people ever notice like the movement in funnels. A funnel that's moving like that in a kind of 90-degree angle is very intimidating.
Yeah, it is. It's like, and it comes back so fast. You're like, all right.
Yeah,
How about round two?
I don't have to look at that and say, you know what, you're going to get effed over no matter what on that. And yeah, if you ever play like or actually you ever like kind of look at how these things move in like the Gundam series or any type of series for Mecha, and if you see a funnel that moves like that, yeah, you're gonna have issues. You're gonna have problems, and usually, what is it? Zazvi has that too. Same kind of movement design for their funnels, but especially if it's something like this too, where yeah, it gets really scary.
Yeah, funnels in this game. Well, in this case, remote weaponry. I actually don't know what they call the remote weaponry here. They're definitely not funnels. They're definitely not fangs. So.
Well, we're going to call it funnels and fangs
Yeah.
until they get a really good terminology on this.
Yeah. So here's its movement in the air, just to show you.
allowing it to hover in midair.
Yeah, but like the thrusters are, as you mentioned before, very GPO too.
Yep.
The airborne kit is active. Evading will break enemy lock on.
Yeah, giving you very good stable firepower in the air. So, yeah.
I'm guessing most sniper mobile suits have this, right? Airborne kits
Uh,
or something similar.
not to hover like that. There are some suits who can't hover. They literally have to like try to like boost and swerve in the air, but they can't stay like that all the time. Yeah, I think Aquila is the only one of the few that can do it.
Multi-lock radar.
So,
increases the mobile beam
here's
and
why
sniper
some
range.
snipers and lock-on users like.
It allows Aquila to lock on to all enemies within the reticle. With
Oh, it even has that Strike Gundam style lock on too.
There you go.
Enemies sequentially. In sniper mode, the multi-lock radar can also be used to increase lock-on.
Man, I'm still waiting for that command type too. That command type style mobile suit too. So what I mean by that too, if you ever kind of pay attention, I think probably a good example of this is the command Exia that they have in Build Divers. That's the more recent version. But I haven't really seen anything that does like that too. Well, you know what? I could be wrong on this because there's been multiple mobile suits that have a cannon or a rocket launcher on their shoulders and backpack. So literally anything can be the command.
Yep. All right, and this will be its finisher here.
Oh man.
There you go. So
Yeah,
that's
no.
Aquila.
Yeah. Again, that voice. Oh my gosh.
All right.
I.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it actually kind of back and forth with the Japanese and the English for me in the game. Because I do prefer the English like system call outs, so I can react faster. But the Japanese one I actually figured it out and remember it all because Japanese is not my first language. But I eventually like learned exactly what they were saying.
Well,
Um,
it's more immersive, to be quite
Yeah.
honest. Like if I'm in like let's say if I'm going into this game too for mecha wise,
Yeah.
like for immersion, I would rather have the Japanese voices or again Korean voices too,
Yeah, they
or
don't have
Chinese
Korean.
voices. Or
They
no,
have
I'm just
Chinese,
saying.
yes. Yeah, they have Chinese, yeah.
Yeah, I would
Yep.
choose one of those two versus this. Oh, sorry about that. That was my phone too.
Not a
I
problem.
do, yeah, I do the Power Ranger stuff on my phone. Sorry
Hey,
about that.
I
Yeah,
do not fault
that's
you.
how. Yeah, that's how deep of mecha culture and like Sentai stuff I do.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
like a little bit of more background too, like how I'm really into the mecha is because of the Power Rangers Megazords. I love those freaking things.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Actually, to be honest, I think we come from the same place because Power Rangers was one of my favorite things as a childhood, and I actually had the privilege and opportunity to meet Tony Oliver, who was one of the producers and directors, I believe, of a couple of the Power Rangers episodes, and he also
Yep.
does a great Bang Shishigami from Blaze Blue as well. If anyone plays that game. Yeah. So, all right. That's all the suits, and we're actually gonna have a separate video for the collector's edition and discussing a little bit other things as well. And we'll also have to do the character customization, the suit customization in another video as well. Just give them amount of time. All right.
Yep.
Okay then. Any last minute thoughts of what you saw so far?
To be quite honest, it was like pretty much what I expected to, what all these suits do.
Mhm.
Just because mostly when you design stuff like this, or kind of like look at the mech suit and see and just pay attention to what their designs, you can get it like you can predict what they're going to do, what their style of gameplay is, or
Mhm.
let's say for example Skyraider, right?
Mhm.
Let's go
Yeah.
Skyraider's design. Yeah, it's you can easily tell like this is supposed to be a harassment suit or kind of something that hovers to, that flies around to.
Yeah.
Same thing with Welkin too. If you look at Welkin too, that is meant to be a brawler. You
Yep.
have the axe, you have the thickness, you have the big cannon too. If you ever pay attention to any of the mobile suits too, outside of Mecha BREAK, they'll have the same thing. They'll do
Yeah.
the same thing. The only kind of difference is, so if you want to tell the difference between a grunt suit and like one of those unique character suits, it's like what weapons they'll carry and also the design of it. If you look at the basic Zaku too, you'll know it's a grunt suit. And I believe most mecha series follow that same formula. They'll have like this one thing that's extremely basic and it's used by a lot of people unless they do a custom variant of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just to make sure that none of these are grunt suits, there can only be one of each suit per team. So it is supposed to emphasize that sort of feeling that you are in a hero suit or an ace suit. Yep. Alrighty then. Well, that's it for now. So next week we'll have the rest of the suits, and then I'll also have separate videos going over the collector's edition feedback, and also the customization of the suits as well with my friend Kal here. All
Yep.
right.
All
Awesome,
right,
awesome. Thank you so much for joining me on this week. I know you have things to do this weekend. All right.
Yep, a lot. Engagement party, all that stuff. A lot more
All right.
drinking too.
All right. Well, congratulations anyway. It was awesome to have you here. All right. We'll see you all
Yep.
next time.
Thank you again, Nix.
Bye.